Hello everyone, Bridget with Altenew. I'm here to introduce you to the Build a Garden Dear Dahlia stamp, stencil, and die set. This set includes a 4x6 stamp set with a large outline image and 11 sentiments, a 4-piece stencil set that includes simple coloring and layering in the stencils. On the back is an image of the stencils included. The die set includes a die that cuts out the outline image of the floral, as well as individual dies to create a layered dahlia, a mini blending tool. Let's have a look at the trifold that comes with your stamp set. On the inside, you'll see the layering guide, which shows the outline image, as well as the stencils and colors needed to create the beautiful image below. You'll see all the colors listed that has been used. In the center, you'll see 2 card examples with all colors used. On the far left, you will see these sample cards in full A2 size. Now we have stamped the outline image. We'll now begin with aligning stencil number 1. I'm taping it at the bottom, and I'm taping off the smaller flowers at the top. I want to make sure that I don't get ink on them. I will begin with Pinkalicious for my large dahlias at the bottom. I'm using a large blending tool to show you that you can mix and match blending tools. You could do this perfectly with the mini blending tool included in your kit. We will now be using buttercream ink and the mini blending tool to fill in color on the florals above. We're now moving to stencil number 2. We will tape this in place and we'll begin with buttercream ink for the bottom yellow floral arrangement. On the top, we will use Warm Sunshine. Now we will begin with Rubellite on the dahlias. You'll notice that I do pounce off from time to time on the stencil, making sure that I don't go in with too much ink on my blending tool. I can always pick the ink up later when I know that it is okay to add ink to that section and it's not going to be too dark in one area. Now we will move on to stencil number 3. A lot of times I like to start with the stencil a little bit off. That allows it and makes it easier for me to see when it's in the right place. We're now using Warm Sunshine on the top, and we'll use Razzleberry down on the bottom for the dahlias. And I am putting on a nice heavy coat. It looks so gorgeous. We're moving to stencil number 4, and this will be the stencil we'll stay on for the remainder of our blending. We're beginning using Frayed Leaf to add to the large cluster at the top. I like to come in from the flower and go up towards the leaves. That way, if it's a little bit darker with too much ink, it just looks like it's a little darker in that area anyway. Now we will do the singular leaf at the bottom, and we're using still Frayed Leaf. We will now add the layer for this leaf using Forest Glades. We will relocate the stencil so that we can do the leaf arrangement at the top using Forest Glades ink. And I am adding a little extra ink in areas it would be darker. And we have our arrangement. Now we're going to work on building our dahlia with these dies. There they are in the order that we will use them to build our dahlia. We will begin with number 1. Number 2 we will bring in, and we're aligning that arrow in the center. Piece 3 we bring in, and we continue to make sure that the arrow is aligned perfectly so we can see through it. Piece 4 layered on top. Piece 5. Piece 6. Piece 7. And again, we're making sure that arrow stays visible through there. And to cover the arrow that has been our guide, we'll put that little piece on the top, aligning right there at the bottom. There's a rounded piece. And now you can bring your dahlia over and lay it onto your project. I hope that this video has been helpful. Here is some amazing project inspiration from our designers. To find out more about the Build-A-Garden Dear Dahlia suite of products and other available products, please visit us at altenew.com.